Check, check, check. You mean to tell me that I spent the first few minutes of this wow. I don't even I'll tell you how this happened. When that guy was over here messing with my stuff, he must have done something to reset some settings. We were just discussing wedges. I know. It's pretty sad. So what's the difference between a wedge and a flag? Well, let's finish talking about wedges first. So what makes this a bull wedge? So price was going up into it, and then there's a consolidation. Now typically wedges are reversal patterns, but this had a bullish breakout at the open. So it remains to be seen if this wedge concept holds water. If you look at the 4 hour, you can see a real big triangle I drew. But within that huge triangle, now we're doing a little bit of a deeper dive. When you see a bear wedge, say we had been in a bear trend and you had a shape like this, oftentimes that's a reversal pattern. So say price is coming into a bear wedge, that'll often reverse, go bullish. And vice versa for the bull wedge. But anyway, I just thought it was interesting that it seemed like Friday, due to quad witching, we were in it looks like a bull wedge. And you know, wedges don't always have to reverse, but they tend to, but not all the time. There's nothing ever 100%, as you know. So you might ask, how is that different from a flag? Well, say price is traveling up. This is for those who don't know. I know that some in our audience know about this. Let's say we had a general pattern like this where price was up, and then it got into a consolidation that had that sort of direction and look, and then it eventually popped up to the upside. See? That's a bull flag. Bull flags. Let's talk about bull flag. My latest. Yeah, that's the only thing that's a guarantee. The only probability with 100% is that I'll have technical difficulties. That's the only thing you can bet on 100% of the time. Have you been trading any of the overnight action yet? Not yet? Okay. Well, it'll be there all night. I know you're a Chad, so you'll be able to have the stamina to last all night long with the markets. What do you notice about a bull flag and a bear flag? It's pretty interesting. A bull flag is actually a bear channel, and a bear flag is a bull channel. Something to keep in mind whenever you see channels forming. Always zoom out and see if it's not just a flag on a bigger time frame. Anyway, that's something to always check. Flags are continuation patterns. They happen all the time. Lately, I've been doing some analysis in my latest stats. Let me see what my latest stats are with flags. I'll pull that up and share it with my audience. So you don't think I'm just coming up with this out of thin air. Oh, wow, look at this move. Looks like we're about to test this pivot point. We'll see. I'll show you some research on flags. Let's see. All right. My flag research. This is my research for all of my my high probability signals. Hey, where'd it go? There it is. Oh. Okay. Now we're cooking. Okay. So we found the latest with flags. So far, with bull flags, I've had 622 samples and 433 of them have worked. That's a 69.6% success rate. So that just goes to show you that with flags, they're pretty reliable continuation patterns. Now that being said, lately when I've traded them live, I've gotten in the 30% that haven't worked, but that's just the way Mr. Joseph Trades rolls. There goes the pop to the pivot. Almost want to trade this. But I'm not going to. I don't like to trade overnight. Well, right now we might even be forming a weird little channel. Could be. Well, let's see. What can we talk about? What is there to talk about? Let's look at the 5 minute. On the 5 minute, you can pretty clearly see so far a channel. Well, I'll say a trend line on the bottom. Not necessarily a channel yet. We've only really had one push up. I'd like to see a rejection and a rotation back down to call it a channel. Oh, my eyes are tired. Oh, all right. Let's see, we got some, just do a little play-by-play of the 5-minute candle. It's always fun. Never hurts to get chart time in. Only can make you better. Got a minute left in this chart. When you're trading a 5-minute candle, or any candle for that matter, how the candle closes is of paramount importance. So imagine imagine if you will, that you went long this big bull candle before, and you said to yourself, wow, that looks really strong. And you got in above it. And now with 29 seconds to go, you might wish it was looking a little more bullish than it is currently. So the bulls who bought at the end of this are really hoping there's a strong close. If not, it could rotate back down into the sell side liquidity of this big candle. Let's see what happens. Any bets? We might have the beginning of our channel right here with this one, and then if this rotates down, that would be the second touch of the trend line I would draw. However, it's still possible that it keeps running higher to the pivot. Let's see who wins this battle. Now you've got bears who shorted right here, or shorted into the close, thinking it was a bearish candle. Now they're getting nervous. So again, we have to wait until the candle closes to see what the prevailing sentiment is. All right. We're going to get that pop. Watching the overnight is like watching paint dry. It's still interesting and somewhat mesmerizing. I'm running an experiment tonight to see if any of my computers can stay connected all night. I'm betting they won't. It's okay. If price goes below this bear candle, there's a lot of sell side liquidity to get. There's some levels below it could go to. Like I'll show you. I can figure out how to use this. You see there's a VWAP, trend line, and a 21 EMA. Now, that doesn't mean price has to go back down there. It's just if it does, there are a lot of things that it can be drawn to. You know? At the same time, if it can get out of this, do we have a little triangle forming right here? We can get out of this little triangle and to the upside, maybe it can reach this pivot point. So let's see what happens. Symmetrical triangles are generally continuation patterns. So, but did you notice how I threw that in there generally? Means not always. Pardon me. I'm about to have to go to bed. I'm exhausted. Been working like a pack mule. Oh well. Let's see, let's look at some other charts. Meta, one of my favorites. Where is it at now? Been following this one for a few weeks. We had a push back up to the EMA. Looked like in 1 week it was going to reach my target of 743, but that was a bearish reversal. And then last week we had sort of a what you call a bull inside bar. So looks like we're doing a little consolidation. Let's see which way it wants to go. What else? I'm still in this IonQ trade. My stop almost got hit last week, but it didn't get filled. I don't know how. It must have missed by a penny. What was the low? The low of that week was 45.18. Let's see. Okay. My stop loss was 44.77. So about 38 cents away, right? If I'm doing my math properly. I don't know if I am right now. Might have formed a double bottom. That might be good to continue the rotation up. We'll see. What else? Robinhood, one of my favorite tickers. after the 2-bar bearish engulfing candle from the week before, last week was sort of a little doji candle with some indecision going on. You can look at the volume and see it was actually bigger than the week before, which had the huge body. And we're still in an uptrend, and it did close positive for the week. But it's sort of unclear right now. We might be having a little range forming in here. Let's check Bitcoin. This is the weekly of Bitcoin. Yeesh. For the last few weekly bars on Bitcoin. Definite range action. Check the overlapping bodies, long tails. What a range. Okay. Well, guys, I want to tell you to stay safe out there. Christmas is coming. Maybe Santa will give us a rally. I hope everyone gets some good gifts. Pardon me. I hope you get to spend some time with your family, friends. Hope if you have kids, it's a good day for them. Getting a little emotional right now, so I don't get to spend Christmas with my kid. So I'll get to see him after that, though. It's okay. All right, guys.